Alright guys, welcome to another episode of Irate the 80s, and last time you might remember, I made a quick humorous joke involving the Urkel-o cereal. Nothing could be more deadly than Urkel-os. Wait a minute, Urkel-os? You mean the Did I Do That kid? Oh, for crying out loud, I don't even remember this cereal. Let's just move on before this turns into an irate Family Matters rant. Now what's interesting is that some of you thought I was joking, but nope, this cereal is real and it actually exists. And it caused such a commotion in the comments I thought, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and buy myself a box and review it for today's episode. So all you goofballs out there that said in the comments, I wish you would do a Family Matters rant, well, wish granted, sort of. And today's episode is brought to you by BenQ, which offers top-of-the-line reading lamps for all your late-night reading needs, internet browsing needs, and cereal eating needs as well. Available on Amazon.com. Ah yes, Family Matters. Now this was a popular sitcom that aired in the 1990s as part of the TGIF sitcom block on ABC, and it was a comedy evening that gave us must-see hits like Full House, Perfect Strangers, Step by Step, Boy Meets World, Hang with Mr. Cooper. They can't all be winners. But this evening was also home to a show called Family Matters, in which the breakout star of the show was a nerdy neighbor kid next door called Steve Urkel.
Did I do that? 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 Yeah!
Now for those of you that didn't grow up in the 1990s, I can't tell you how big of a show this really was with families. I remember going to a pizza place when this show was just starting to explode. And I remember they had a couple TVs there and they turned on Family Matters and everybody just started watching this show. And of course, when the commercial came on, the manager came over, saw the crowd, and he's like, all right, I'm just gonna turn this to a different channel, being funny. And in a collective roar, everybody was like, no! It was amazing. I haven't witnessed anything like that since. So this did have the attention of the country. And this show became so big that somehow it ended up getting its own cereal in the cereal aisle. Now for a sitcom to get its own breakfast cereal, that's unheard of. I mean, even Seinfeld, which is probably the greatest sitcom of all time, they never got their own cereal. In fact, I could probably count on my hand the times that it's happened. But when it came to Family Matters and Urkel, well, he was big enough to get his own cereal about 4 years into the show's existence. For this not being a cartoon series, unreal. So in January of 1992, it was announced in newspapers that this cereal would be coming in April, and Urkel-os would be made by the company called Ralston, which was well known for making these other popular cereals like Nintendo, Batman, and Ninja Turtles cereal, which were all iconic in the 1990s. And like I've also pointed out in the past, Ralston here was part of the Purina Dog Chow Company. But as long as it doesn't taste like dog food, that's good enough for me. So when Urkel-os hit the cereal aisle in April of that year, many grocers ran specials where you could purchase 2 boxes for the price of 1. Ah damn! Well, if they're just giving this stuff away, it must be good, right? Let's hope. But anyway, as a special to all my fans out there, if you want to try this for your very own, here's a nice coupon for you that you can print and cut out and take to your nearest grocer, which I'm sure they'll all gladly accept today. Well, alright guys, now the moment you've all been waiting for, the review of the actual Urkel-o's box. And I should probably point out that this was the second box they actually made during the cereal's lifespan, because the first cereal box looked like this. Pretty simple, with Urkel on the front. But since 1992 was an election year, well, looks like Ralston went all out, so you can vote for Urkel for president. Now before opening up this box, I want to be upfront about something. I never bought a box of Urkel-os when I was a kid. In fact, I vaguely remember seeing it at the grocery store, but I never picked one up. So yeah, this is going to be a first for me. But yep, there it is, Urkel-os, the sweetened cereal with 9 essential vitamins and minerals. So pick one up today. But yeah, this cereal box contains everything you'd probably come to expect from an Urkel cereal. I mean, you have Urkel right there, and as a bonus, you have another Urkel, which is dressed up for his inauguration swearing-in ceremony. And over here it tells us that the cereal tastes like strawberries and bananas, which if we look down at the bowl here, yep, there's little red and yellow circles, kind of like Fruit Loops. So each one of those has those tastes. And right here it says free campaign button inside, so this is still in the days where cereal boxes still had prizes inside, which is a very, very rare thing if it ever happens today. So yeah, on the back there is a contest where you can win a trip to Washington, D.C. So you can see the swearing-in ceremony of Urkel himself for president. And it looks like there's 3 campaign buttons to collect inside. And a big old proof of purchase featuring Urkel himself, which I'm not sure what you'd need Urkel-o's proof of purchases for. Maybe if you turn in like 50 of them, you can get yourself a Urkel doll or something. Which, if you're wondering, those do exist as well, but please do not request that. I don't want to review a Steve Urkel doll, for crying out loud. I'm drawing my line in the sand with this Urkel-o cereal. But alright, looking at the top, we've got another Steve Urkel picture right there with the little circles all over the place. And if we open up the cereal and pour myself a bowl of this ancient cereal from the 1990s, we see, yeah, it looks just like the box. Red and yellow loops, which kind of resembles Fruit Loops. So if you like Fruit Loops, this is probably right up your alley. Not sure if it tastes like it, but I'm not gonna find out. Well, all right, now that we've got the cereal out of the way, let's check out that prize that's way down in the box. And it looks like I got myself, all right, an Urkel for President badge, which if we look in the back here, it looks like we can apply with this adhesive label. All right, 1 down, 2 more to go. And hold on to your asses for this one, guys, because there was also an Urkel cereal commercial.
Oh, Laura, my cat, I created something that'll make you love me. I've got a great new cereal. Did I do that?
Oh my God.
So hike up your pants for the Urkel-o's round.
We're Urkelized with Urkel-o.
Strawberry, banana, fruit flavors of mine. Just one
cringy.
little bite and I know she'll be mine. She'll be
Urkelized with
Urkel-o.
Urkel-o.
Huh, so you'll be Urkelized with Urkel-o's. What the hell does that mean exactly? If I take one bite of the cereal, I'll actually become an Urkel? Who'd want that? Well, just for shits and churned stomach giggles, let's take a bite of this and see what will actually happen.
Oh man, did I do that? I wonder if this is how the ABGN was created.
Well, despite the cereal's campaign promise to turn everyone into Steve Urkel nerds, Urkel-o's only appeared in the cereal aisle throughout 1992, and by 1993, it had disappeared. Now, you could probably argue all day if this cereal was a terrible gimmick or not, but this cereal was so random that it was even made fun of on an episode of The Simpsons.
Urkel-o's delicious, but forbidden.
Huh, cool. Now, Urkel-o's here might not be as iconic as these other cereals, but when it comes to the 1990s, I gotta say Urkel-o's is pretty nostalgic. Did I do that?